So please open up this module making and Finarima model. Abhi tak you might have tried. So are you having any kind of questions or any kind of doubt before we proceed with the code? Just let me run all this until then. So are you having any questions? Okay. Anji, what about others? We have 9 people from the batch. Yeah, we were like till this point. That is, we were checking the that is our data stationary or not. So we we individually plotted the rolling statistics, and we individually performed the Dickey-Fuller test in that Finarima file. So that was just to show you. Now using this आपने कल run भी किया होगा. That proxy is just equivalent to that days number of days, because regression Excel में that was not working well with that date column. तो इस वजह से because हम जब आगे future अगर जैसे एक साल में 365 days है, then moving on 366, 367, 368, so I'm just instead of date variable I'm converting it as a number. मैं उसको because हम इसमें linear regression लगाना है, तो like days are increasing simultaneously, so I'm taking 1 month as in terms of one number. So my date की जगह taking one column just to show, because उसमें वो it was not working well with that date column, not giving proper results. ठीक है. So here ये हमने कल किया भी था. So रूपा आपका हो गया था ये, like were you able to plot the get the Dickey-Fuller test result by that using dot passengers? Okay then. So here you see we are using that module making, which is another IP by NB file, and I'm importing this file, and from this file I'm importing this TS function. Okay, so TS function मैंने use किया है, and I'm feeding in my data here. So see with what is the p value we are getting here? That is 0.99, and since it is more than 0.05, that means we accept the null hypothesis. And what was the null hypothesis? What is the null hypothesis of Dickey-Fuller test? Hanji, what is the null hypothesis of Dickey-Fuller test? That it is not stationary. Okay. So it means the time series is not stationary, and we need to make transformations on that. So we just not go only with the graph. We always check the p value as well. कभी कभी graph में लगेगा कि stationary है, लेकिन p value कुछ और बोलेगी. So it's always better refer both things and just rely on to this one. Okay, now the data is not stationary and we have just checked it. So how can we make data stationary? I'm just deleting the cell we did it yesterday. So how can we make our data stationary? Anji, anybody? How can we make our data stationary? Sanchit, आप बताना. Logarithm. No, the Johnny, the way we can stationary banana, making stationary means we are removing the trend and seasonality and everything. But how we can do it? Karishma says one approach is log, other approach, Rupa says log. Other way, Sanchit आप बताना, Ashank, Manish, Mitali, how can we impart, how we can make our data stationary? You can just turn on your mic and say, if you don't want to type, just turn on your mic and say. Are you all there? Because Karishma, Rupa, Johnny, इन तीनों के जवाब आए हैं मुझे. And Ashank initially responded. उसके बाद I'm not getting response from anyone. Are you all even there? या सब login करके all everybody's gone. Okay, log is one transformation. What is other transformation? Apart from log, what other transformation we can use to make data stationary? हरगुन आप बताओ. See, we did differencing, right? हमने Excel में भी किया था. We did differencing part. Logarithm लिया. Then if stationary is not achieved by logarithm, then we do the differencing part. हमने जबकि hands on भी किया था, फिर भी none of you said about the differencing thing. Okay, maybe आप लोग नहीं revise कर रहे हैं. Don't know what's going on. ठीक है, no problem. So what we have done is using numpy np.log. What was our data? So here indexed actually. So this is our data, and these are the values on the regular scale. So in order to make the logarithm, we'll be just using np.log. np refers to numpy, and you can and automatically जिनके में if you're not able to, जैसे करिश्मा रूप आप दोनों का नहीं हुआ था, then use dot passengers here, okay? In your case, otherwise it should accept, because we have only one column, so it should accept. Otherwise nahi chala, then use dot passengers. So what it will do is it will automatically take the value from this passengers column, and I'm just giving a new name, index df and underscore log. So I'm just not overwriting my existing data frame. I'm just creating a new data frame, that is the logarithm value. And by this command in matplotlib, I'm just plotting the values, and you see this is my and again this is the natural log. This is not log to the base of 2 or 10 or something else. This is just the natural log. आप simple exponential करेंगे, you get the value back. ठीक है? So, and it is always necessary to get the value back, because let's say your original scale was 112, and if you make your model onto this scale 4, 5, 6, 10, 8, 9, then the predictions will also be on the same scale. Or 2, 3, 4 वाले scale पे ही जाएंगे. And then if you just give it this way, then will I or will anyone else be able to interpret that what this 4 is? Because I gave you values which were in terms of 100, and you are giving me results which are in terms of just 1 to 10 or 1 to 20 scale. So always whenever you rescale your data or change the scale of your data, then after getting the result, bring that data onto the same scale, so that whenever you present the result or whenever you give the result, so that they are able to read that, okay, this was given, now if 200 is given, then 230 is my result, not just 4 and 5 or 7 or something. Okay, so using this command np.log, I'm able to take the log of my data, which was the data on the regular scale, and I'm creating a new data frame from this. उसके बाद I'm just plotting it. Not getting मतलब रूपा क्या समझ नहीं आया? The rescaling part or the logarithm part? Okay. See, rescaling I'm saying because let's say this is the original scale. If you have given this data to me, what is the scale you have given to me? 112, 118, 132. So you know that your passengers are in the range of 100. But now in order to make my model, मुझे time series का model बनाना, I have to make the data stationary, and I've used log transformation for that. That is my choice, so that I have to make a model, and उसके लिए I need to make log transformation. So अगर आप if in a model you give the values of 4.7, 4.8 or 5, that is just let me print 20 values here. So if in your model, if you give the values of this range, 4.9 है, 4.79 है, 5 point values है, then what आपका model किस scale पे predict करेगा? What will be the scale of your model? Like It will predict on the same scale. अगर आप XY, if you are giving values from range 0 से 1 से लेके 10 तक model के अंदर as your training data, your model will also make predictions on the same scale. समझ रहे हो what I'm trying to say? Because आपका complete data आपने rescale किया है. You know, what I've done, I've rescaled my complete data. इसी में से I'll make my training data and testing data. So training data, testing data का scale ये है. तो जो मॉडल प्रेडिक्शंस करेगा वो इसी स्केल पे तो प्रेडिक्शन करेगा ना. इट्स नॉट कि इफ आई गिव इन 6 here or if I give 5 here, then model will give me results in terms of 132 or 129 or 150. It will not happen. What kind of data you give into the model, the same kind of results you get. If you feed in this range of data, that is values from 1 to 10, then you get the results from the same range 1 to 10. 10 भी ऊपर नीचे चलेगा, but you won't get, instead of 6, you won't get 600 or 120. It will be the logarithm scale only in which you get your result. So in that case, because if you are the client and then you give in my data that I have 129 customers, I have 200 customers, and then in case you give a result of 6, your predictions are on the same scale, and you give a result that okay, for next 10 days the value for the next tomorrow will be 6, value for tomorrow will be 7, then value will be 8. So will the customer be able to relate that I have given the values in terms of 100, 130, 120, and I'm getting the result on 6 and 7 and 8. What does that mean? So in that case, before you make your predictions on the same scale, but reconvert that data onto the same scale. Just I've converted my data onto the logarithm. If I just tell you a value 9, then will you be able to relate that what that 9 is referring to in hundreds? So in order to you need the data on the same scale. So uske liye, if taking log, then we need to do exponential part. So it's like here. So what was my this scale? The last, okay, just head here. What is the value? You've got 112. What was initially? It was, actually I need to print it. It was 4. And when I did the exponential part, so what it came out to be 112. So I have rescaled it on the original scale. Log karne se, the scale was changed, the value was converted to something else. So my model will also make predictions on the same scale. So I need to bring back those predictions on the same page as if jo original data tha, which was given by customer. So I need to make those transformation again after the prediction is done by the model. Okay, clear hua? अभी किसी को कोई कंफ्यूजन है? What about others? Okay then. So this is the logarithm data, and after that we have just made a plot just to visualize. And again, you see there is a trend here as well. It's not stationary. Even if we have done the indexing, we have done the logarithm, we have done the very first transformation, still we are not able to get the proper stationary series. Also, not just with this graph, we'll do that. We'll do this rolling statistics and decay fuller test again. This will be always done whenever you make a transformation. ये step उसके बाद जरूर आएगा. Initial data था, we did that step. Now we have made this log transformation. We'll repeat that step again. Now checking stationary again. This module making. I'm just calling this function again so that it saves a lot of code. आपको बार-बार नहीं लिखना पड़ रहा. So module making is the name of module. TS is the name of function, and this time I just want to check the stationary of my log data, which is created by this command. So index df underscore log is the new data जहाँ पे हमने logarithm लिया था, and I want to check stationary for this. And when I run this, you see this is our result. So is the time series stationary now? This is a p-value, and this is our rolling standard rolling standard deviation and rolling mean and original data. Much of stationarity is bit of achieved, but at the end you see there is a increasing trend. It's not that stationary which it should be. Also you get the p-value. So p-value, what is p-value? 0.4. So have we achieved stationarity? No, because p-value ka threshold kya hai? What is the condition? Like what should be the p-value in order to have stationarity achieved? What should be the p-value? No, Rupa, no. No, Parth. No, Karishma. What should be the p-value so that stationarity is achieved? अंकुर आप बताओ, ऋषभ, रोहित, Johnny आप बताओ, like what should be the p-value so that we get to know that we have achieved stationarity? हाँ जी, कोई है भी है? I don't know what's going on. We have so many attendees, but when I'm just calling the names or when I ask something, then I just have very few people answering here. Hanji Parth, this is the right answer. Less than 0. Rishabh 0.05. ठीक है. Since the value is not less than 0.05, so we have not achieved stationarity. We need to make much more transformations here. Okay. Now even with the graph, it was bit hinted, but again p-value made it more clear that we still have not achieved stationarity. So uske baad the second approach was that if you're not able to achieve stationarity by the log transformation, then हम क्या करते हैं? Differencing. Differencing में we first go with first order differencing, then if still stationarity is not achieved, then we go with second order differencing, and second order differencing में stationarity is always achieved. So differencing कैसे होती है? By the shift command. जैसे हमने we did in Excel that we moved a day into the past and we subtracted the respective values. तो Python में किस command से होता है? Dot shift. So when you say let me just show you once. So when I say index dot shift and I just want to do first order differencing, then you see we have gotten one NaN value. Let me just print that also. So what was our original value on first month 1949? It was 4.7 something. Now the value is shifted to first of second month. Okay, so with the value which was above, जैसे हमने Excel में किया था ना, that this value will be shifted down. So it has came out to be this place. जो initial value थी 4.718499, now it is on the first day of second month, and this value is NaN. And NaN values we drop. So this is first order differencing. Sorry, shift. It is only shifting the values. Differencing में हम क्या करेंगे? We subtract the value. We are just taken one lag. So this is 1 lag, and now if we do, if we take a period of 2, then it will be 2 days shifted. You see, जो अब now initial value which was first day of first month, now it has came out to be first day of third month. अब ये यहाँ तक shift हो गया. That is, we have shifted 2 values. Now we have shifted our data two lags in the past. So अब हम क्या करेंगे? Let me okay. Now what we will do is, this is the part of differencing, that from your original data, that is, this was our original data, like we did in Excel, we'll subtract the difference data from the original data. This is what is done here. Index df underscore log was our original transform data, and then what we are doing is we are subtracting the shifted data, जिसमें we have moved 2 days into the past. We are subtracting that data, which is this one here. So we are subtracting this data from the original data, and where are we storing it? Into this one, index df underscore shifting. Now when I just print this, okay. So when we do this here, this is our data after shifting. Now what it has done, जैसे हमने Excel में किया था, just एक second. That from this respective value, this is subtracted from first date of fourth month की first date से, this value is subtracted. The date column is same. So isme now after the shifting, the value is changed because we have shifted a value. Now the difference is calculated from this value. This is subtracted from 4.85. This value is subtracted, and from the last value 4.79, that is first day of fifth month. So this value is subtracted. This is what is done here. So we have gotten 2 nan values. So initial की values में मेरी nan होंगी. So that is what is done here. So values were subtracted here, and these are the results which we have gotten, and these are the nan values. Okay. So this is when you want to do differencing. Now once we have done the differencing part, we have to again check for the stationarity. ये हम इसलिए करते हैं just to know कि till what order, yeah, will it be on first order, will it be on second order, our data will achieve stationarity, so that we can get to know कि while feeding into ARIMA, ARIMA it's not mandatory that you give in stationary data, because ARIMA is an advanced algorithm, so backend में automatically does this. तो हमें अलग से करने की जरूरत नहीं है. This we are doing because you should know that what value for I, that is ARI, उसमें हमें देना पड़ेगा ना integrated की value. तो उसके लिए you should know that till what scale your data gets stationary. So when I just check the stationary of my this shifted data, that is index df underscore shifting, when I just do the Dickey-Fuller test and check the stationary again, you see this says the stationary part. Now the value is less than 0.05, and this says that we have achieved stationary in this data. That is, by differencing our data twice, our stationarity is achieved. Now when we use ARIMA, we can just feed in the parameter of 2, and other parameters will be just used by ACF and PACF plot. Now you see this way stationarity is achieved. This is the p-value, and when you see the graph, you see how the graph was initially in increasing order, but now after second order differencing, everything is on the same page. There are slight minor variations here, but still the data is stationary. It is, everything is on the same level. Either it was a standard deviation, or it was a mean, or it was a regular value. So any confusion still now? Okay, then moving on. So once the stationary achieved, we got to know that by differencing it twice, we are good to go with the data. Okay. Now in ARIMA, as I've told you, we have to feed in AR value, we have to feed in I. तो हमें पता चल गया that the optimal value is 2. But let's say if I did a differencing for first order, so I just have to change the pages, that is, it has to shift into the back. So with first order differencing, we just get one nan value, and if I check the stationary again, stationarity, You see the value is more than 0.05. Even with first order differencing, the stationarity was not achieved. So second order differencing says stationary is achieved here. 2 again. Okay. Now, while feeding data into ARIMA, that is AR model, autoregressive model, the integrated approach, uska humne we just have found out that till what order data will become stationary, and then MA, that is moving average. So for value of autoregressive and MA are found out using this ACF and PACF plot. These are total ACF are, autocorrelated functional graph, and PACF are partial autocorrelated functional graph. Inka kaam kya hota hai? Generally, we feed in the data, and by checking this, I'll just show you the graph. So PACF ka graph dekh ke bhi, we get the range that till what value hum AR ki, what values can be given for the parameter P, that is AR. And for ACF graph, we can see, what values can be given for Q, that is moving average. So, and I is again for integrated key, this order of differencing we have to do. So these are the parameters P, D, Q. P is AR, Q is MA, and D is the differencing part. Okay. So this is the theory. You can just read it here. So it's just, it will measure the linear relationship between an observation at time t and observation at the data in the past. So, how a value is significant. Kitni value significant hai in order to make significant, how much they are important in order to make predictions for the next coming day. Okay. Okay, then. This I've already told you. AR autoregressive part, that is, it's weighted sum की backend में इसमें linear regression लगती है. Moving average is just, average of all the values. How many days you take into consideration? If I take 8, then it is, average of 8 values, and the value for 9th day is predicted by using that average. Autoregressive linear regression is done in the backend, and intercept and slope is calculated, and using those variables along with the value of X, a new value is predicted for the next day in the future. Okay. So these are the 3 components of ARIMA: AR, moving average is MA, and integrated is the number of difference we need to do so that we are time series is stationary. Now, see, I use 3 approaches here. So the very first, as I already told you, it's not mandatory that you just have to make your data for ARIMA. You don't have to make your data stationary in order to feed in ARIMA, because ARIMA backend, you see this I, this term, integrated approach, the value of D. Backend it will make your data stationary. So it's not mandatory, but you should know how to make your data stationary. You can feed in stationary data, or you can just feed in regular data and you get the result. And again, how we see the results? By using RMSE, MAE, MAPE, and all those matrices, which are just regular regression matrices. Okay, now what I've done here, I'm feeding data without taking log and differencing, just without I'm just feeding the original data. You see, index DF is our original data. Now, one thing is here, the length of data was, let me just check it. So we have 144 records here. So can anybody tell me, like we have already discussed it, so can anyone tell me why have I done just, specific indexing, that till this value and after this value? Why is this? Why not just random train test split like we did in regular ML algorithms? Why this way? Ashank, why is it done this way? Batao. Why is it done this way? When we did PPT, हमने ये cover भी किया था. So why the segregation of data is done this way here in time series? ऋषभ, आप बताओ, या जिसको भी पता है आप ये just tell. Rupa, you tell. Don't know. Ankur. Johnny, आप बताओ. No, it's not such. Total data 144 है. So it is available after 130. अंकुर आप बताओ. हमने किया था ये, like we discussed it. See, train test fit कैसे काम करता है? How train test fit works? How train test fit works? आप बताना मनीष, how train test fits work? जो रेगुलर ML में हम करते हैं. Yeah, segregating, but how? पार्थ आप बताओ ट्रेन टेस्ट फिट कैसे काम करता है रेगुलर ML एल्गोरिथम में. रेगुलर ML एल्गोरिथम में ट्रेन टेस्ट फिट कैसे काम करता है ये तो पता होना चाहिए. हमारे पास एक दो एल्गोरिथम रहते हैं. देन आई थिंक विल बी डन विद आवर क्लासेस इवन. संचित आप बताओ. नोवा करिश्मा. मिताली आप बताओ. आपको ट्रेन टेस्ट फिट की नहीं पता? लाइक किसी को भी नहीं पता? वी आर डन विद ऑलमोस्ट. लाइक हमने मेजर एल्गोरिथम्स कवर कर लिए हैं. जस्ट फ्यू आर रिमेनिंग, वेरी फ्यू. एंड एक बेसिक जो हर प्रोसेस में रिपीट होता है, ट्रेन टेस्ट फिट. हरगुन आप बताओ. हरगुन आर यू देयर? हाँ जी, ये ठीक है. सर्टेन परसेंटेज पे देगा, बट समथिंग इज स्टिल मिसिंग. समथिंग इज स्टिल मिसिंग जॉनी एंड रूपा. परसेंटेज बेसिस पे कर दिया टेस्ट साइज, बट कैसे? बैकएंड में टेस्ट साइज ट्रेन साइज कर दिया, ठीक है, बट इट्स स्टिल रैंडम डिस्ट्रीब्यूशन. रैंडमली इट विल शफल द डेटा इन द बैकएंड. मैं जो x और y दूंगी, it will randomly shuffle the data at the very first. जो order होगा कि पहले 1 2 3 है, it will be all shuffled. उसमें से then as per the accuracy percentage given कि 70% of my data to be used for training, then from that shuffled data 70% will be picked up. So whenever we printed that x train y train, you see our index regular. कभी 600 आ रहा था, कभी 400, कभी 1, कभी 300, कभी 200. Have you ever seen that indexes were on a regular scale? They were always shuffled. तो पहले train test fit क्या करेगा? It will shuffle your data in the backend. Shuffle करने के बाद then it will segregate the data on the basis of the train percentage you have given and the test percentage you have given. Clear? And random state क्या करेगा? रैंडम स्टेट क्या करेगा ट्रेन टेस्ट फिट में फिर? नो. रैंडम सिलेक्शन, यस. कि हमेशा जब भी whenever you are selecting that data, it is picked up from that same index. So now why it is done here? Like why have you not done the train test split part here? Now up you might be able to get the answer. Why that train test split is not done here? What is our data? This is our data. Why we have not done train test fit? Just a very regular logic, कुछ अलग नहीं है. And the PPT की we discussed this point. See, dates with respect to no Johnny, shuffle करेंगे तो बिल्कुल काम करेगा. The why I have done so, and it is done so because no, it will work. See, with respect to a date, this is the value. And हमारा क्या होता है डेटा में, ट्रेंड होता है, पर्टिकुलर ऑर्डर होता है, इंक्रीजिंग और डिक्रीजिंग या कुछ भी. फॉर द वेरी फर्स्ट जनवरी को पैसेंजर्स वर 112, सेकेंड जनवरी को 118, थर्ड को सॉरी फर्स्ट मार्च को 132, फर्स्ट अप्रैल को 129. So, 118 is dependent on 112. As I told you, past values play significant role in order to make prediction for the next day. इसको predict करने के लिए this value is very important. 132 को predict करने के लिए this value is important. 129 के लिए this is important. Even all these are also important. So there is a specific pattern कि all these values are dependent on the past values. Moreover, not just this thing here, this value is related to this. Past कैसे पता चलेगा? Date होगी तभी तो पता चलेगा ना. These values, this is just one complete entry. This complete entry is dependent on the date of the like yesterday's value कि कल मेरी कितने टिकट सॉल्व हुई थी. It's not कि 129 में तो thousands में चली जाएगी. It will be around the same value. There is a specific, apart from that, random things happen. So, or this value is dependent on the past. So if we do the train shuffle part, so maybe यहाँ पे it's the 1st January thing. Then after that, you never know that 1st of November might come in, and 1st of November के बाद, 1st of March might come in, and then 1st of December might come in. Then will there be a specific trend or specific order for the dates and values? Then will I be able to derive the December if it is a November here? Let's say it's a December column. It came out to be a November column, sorry, and यहाँ पे मेरा December आ गया. So will I be able to derive the value for column November from the month of January? Or will I be able to derive the value from column for December from the month of March? Will I be able to do it अगर random? Because trend test fit क्या करेगा? पहले random shuffle करेगा, then it will segregate the data. If I do that thing here, तो shuffle हो गया data, so सारी dates ऊपर नीचे हो गई. So it's not possible, or yeah, हो जाएगा, but model will not be correct. Machine will do, algorithm will do everything जो आप इसमें correct तरह से input देगी, it will work on, but your results will not be correct because ideally November की value is dependent on September and October. It's not dependent that much on January. December की value is dependent on November and October and all that, not on just March and February. Got the point? Why have defined this specific range की इस range से इस range तक be my training data, and after this range should be my testing data. Okay then. So here I've defined my percentage. I've just taken out the length here. That was 144. And I've just taken some percentage. So percentage basis पे either you can do it, that is 0.8 आप percentage लगा के सीधा, so that your values are derived yourself. I've done a hard-coded thing here that initial 130 values should be taken for training purpose, and after that 130 values should be taken for testing purpose. So these are defined in the form of x2 and y2. Now again, this is ACF and PACF plot we were just talking about. So ACF plot, when I just use my data here, so backend में, this is the graph where these are your days, and if a value is just let me, if the value is out of this zone, this is the confidence zone. So if a value is out of this zone, means these are spikes. These are days here. These are days here. Last 0 days, 5 days, 10 days, 15 days, 20 days. तो पुराने 20 days की value कितनी significance है in order to make prediction for the next day. So as per this graph, ACF graph, the value for that is, as मैं बता रही, like the latest value are much more significant than picking up the values from the months ago या years ago. So as per this graph, ये backend में इसका auto regression, like एक second, let me just erase it. So this is ACF graph. It stands for moving average. So backend it has calculated moving average and checked out ki how many days should be taken into consideration in order to make prediction for the next day. Okay. Backend it is making a graph and it is doing the calculation things and moving average wala, and by using this ACF graph we'll see the value for MA, that was the parameter Q. So here how many values are out of the significant zone. The most significant graph, so the most significant value is this one, that is it is completely out of this blue zone, correct? Then after that, this is my significant value, then the values go down, correct? So after that, you see the values are not such significant in order to make prediction for the next day. So by this, see, we have gotten a range now. कैसे हम कैसे हम MA की वैल्यू पता करेंगे for ARIMA using this graph. जो भी values मेरी इस significant zone से बाहर है, like majorly are these values which are out of the significant zone, and the maximum or the most important is this one. So we have gotten a range that the value from 0 till some around 10. We can have this range 0 से लेके 10 तक, and again that comes out to be a tweaking part, that you can just tweak in values from 0 to 10, not more than that, because uske baad to graph B is not showing if these values are significant. So we won't be taking more value more than 10. So we'll be trying values from 0 to 10 for the value of Q, and then we'll analyze our model on the basis of the matrices RMSE या जो भी हम use करेंगे, and then see our result that how well our model perform. But ACF graph, it gave us the range key values from 0 to 10, and the most significant value is at 0 or 1. Okay, these are the days. First day, second day, just most significant one, we'll try with them, and then we'll try with rest of the values, and then see how well is our model able to perform. So this is for ACF graph. Similarly, similar thing is for PACF graph. PACF graph is used for autoregression, denoted by Q in ARIMA model. So again, the same concept here. ये दोनों इसी चीज के लिए यूज होते, that you can find out the value of P and Q while doing the ARIMA model. So again, how many values are significant? The most significant value is this one, the very first value, this as well, and this value here as well. So these are not such significant. You have gotten certain values. These two values, this value, or you can just go with these values as well. So you can just try some values herein by by just visualizing the graph, and you have gotten a range that maximum should be 10. Isme bhi more than 10 nahi jayega, because after that values are not such significant. These two most significant values, this significant value, and these are even before 10. So nothing to be done after the value of 10. ये हम values नहीं consider करेंगे. So like algorithms, like it's all about tweaking part. हम grid search लगाते हैं, कुछ भी लगाते हैं, we have to tweak in the parameter value so that we get to know that which parameter fits in the best to get good results from our model. Okay, so this will give the AR values. That is, it will tell you, and what these spikes are. It says that this is the day, or these many days you have to go into the past, and they are the most significant in making your prediction for the for the next day. So it says that number of significant days in order to make prediction for future. If I'm saying 5 here, then it means it will take into consideration 5, like most of the importance will be given to the latest 5 days, last 5 days, in order to make prediction for the next coming day. So these values are like graph are just visualized just to see what the value for PACF, that is AR, will be, and what the value for MA will be by using the ACF graph. इनको बस हम visualize करते हैं, and we just get to know the range कि किस range में we can tweak in the values. इसके लिए we have 0 से लेके 10, and the same is for this one. When we just give logarithm data, we might get different graph, but this is the data when the data is not changed. It is just the complete natural data जो हमने date time को index बनाने के बाद लिया. So no transformation is done on this data. So is there any confusion into this ACF, PACF, and what have we done here? These are graphs just to get to know what range we can have for our MA and AR model. They are used for this purpose only. Okay, now after this, we just have found out a range here. I've trained this model, so and it might take some. It will take some time here. So what it is done now, you see it's written here, if using AR is equals to 4, it means ARIMA is taking into consideration for the consideration past 4 days value for AR to predict the next value. So it is giving much more importance to the latest 4 values. Yeah, jo bhi aap value denge, example is given 4 here. So what is AR now? This is the part where we import ARIMA. This is from stats model, time series analysis, ARIMA. We import the regular ARIMA model. Okay. Now, the steps are the same. ARIMA, you pass in your data. What was our training data here? We have defined our training data to be x2. That was all the values before row number 130. Okay. So this is our x2 here. Now, order is the ARIMA order. That is, this 10 is the autoregressive. I is the integrated, that the number of difference to be performed. MA is your moving average part. Okay. So now as a we हम कर चुके हैं. Now as per this graph, auto AR was from PACF graph, right? So what is this PACF graph? Again, we have the values from 0 to 10. So again, it is a tweaking part. So हमने ARIMA model, we have defined that this is our data and this is the order for AR, I and MA. I've taken 0 here, we'll tweak the values. So it's not कि हम नहीं tweak करेंगे, we'll tweak the values. So this is AR, 10 is my AR value, which I've taken from PACF graph. This is, and you see I've just fed in the regular data because backend mein differencing is done. Then this is my MA model and then this comes out to be complete ARIMA. And then I've created an object, model object for this ARIMA. Now I'll fit करने के लिए we just leave the this brackets blank. This is how it works. हमने data पहले देंगे, then we'll do just model dot fit. And iska how where it is getting stored, we are creating an object for this as well because using this object we have to make predictions. So isme we have defined our model. Isme we are asking for x2 is our data and this is the order for AR, I and MA, and we are fitting that model onto our data by using this command and created an object result AR_2. Now using this object, because till this point the model was fitted, now result AR2 is used in order to make predictions, dot predict. And isme you have to give, so in order to make predictions, you have to tell a starting date and you have to tell an ending date. So that's why what I've given here. So just to tell. So what does this refer to? When I'm saying y2 dot index bracket mein 0, what is this referring to? What is this referring to? Let me just run my data here. It is referring to this date. Okay, because in order to make prediction you have to tell the date. Dot index क्या करेगा? It will get the index value. 0 मतलब y क्या था? Y was our data after 130 rows and we have to, you know, this is our testing data. तो इसी पे तो हम predictions करेंगे and we'll see the result. So I have to feed in because only if we have already the data, then only we can see how good our model was. That is why this x and y are created. Now y is the starting point, तो मुझे इस डेट से लेके कहाँ तक prediction करनी है till the last value of y. ठीक है? Now these are the starting and ending point. Now what is this type level here? What it will do is, see, we have fed in the regular data. It will backend में integration by this difference part, backend में differentiation, and that the data will be differenced out in order to make it stationary. So if we do not include this, if we use type is equals to level, ये क्या करेगा? It will keep whenever after doing the pre-processing thing, आपका data is transformed, AR and MA are calculated, it will give results onto the same scale. Type level, it will give your results onto the same scale. अगर backend में differencing कर रहा है, the scale is changed or something else is done, it will bring your results onto back onto the same scale. So dot predict में क्या किया? Given the starting date, given the ending date, and we have specified that we want the results to be back on the same scale. And this scale we have stored the values on pred_2. Now by this command, model was created, data was fed in, the order of ARIMA was defined. Into this we have fitted our model, and into this we have predicted our values for this starting date and this ending date, and specifying that the original scale should not be lost. Now इसके बाद what I'm doing here is this all is data frame creation. Just why? Just to visualize this graph here. Now in this data frame, what I've done, y to my passengers, I'm creating two columns into my data frame. First column will be for your actual data, y to passengers, जो अभी that is values after 130, y to passengers, and this is pred underscore 2. What is pred underscore 2? Predicted value, so separate column for predicted values. So मेरा data frame बन गया df underscore pred underscore 2. Then by this command, I'm just plotting the values. This is my figure size. Into this, I'm plotting the actual value. So df pred 2 dot actual, which is this one, this column here. Then here plt dot plot df pred 2 predicted, and which is this value. So in दो columns मैंने अपने data frame को plot किया. Plus I want to see the past data as well. So what this is, x2 dot passenger. X2 क्या था? What was x2 here, which we have fed in the training data? So this is my training data. बाकी सब ये matplotlib के parameters like color, label, you all are aware of them. Then we just for the legend, I tell this one. अभी not just okay. मैं साथ पूरा एक साथ complete कर देती हूँ. So module making dot evaluate forecast. You see, we had original y values, y to passengers था, हमारे पास original values थी. We made predictions using dot predict and stored them where? pred 2 में store किया. Now we need to evaluate. मुझे RMSE, MSE check करना है. So that is defined into this module making. Now come to module making, and इसमें you'll see, you have this evaluate forecast. Evaluate forecast, and जैसे हम regular देखते थे ना कि y pred और y test, y pred, वही चीज मैंने यहाँ define किया, but I've made a function of it, where I'm feeding my y actual value, and pred is my predicted value. So I've imported all of them above here. I've imported all of them here. Okay, so I'm just using them. So again, our data frame is created. You see, the result is in the form of data frame here. The result is in form of data frame. This is because we have created I've created a data frame very first, because visualization purpose से थोड़ा सही हो गया. इस वजह से it's not mandatory. You can just, it's up to you if you don't want to. It's not mandatory. So I've created a data frame where I'm calculating my mean absolute error. This is my y value. This is my predicted value, and index में I've given values. Here I'm calculating MSE, and this is the formula for mean absolute percentage error. That is NP of mean निकालेंगे फिर absolute. These are all formulas. Root RMSE के लिए that is MSE का square root, and this is our function. इस function में किसी को कोई confusion है? पहले ये बताओ, फंक्शन क्लियर है, देन रन दैट सेल. ये फंक्शन में कोई कंफ्यूजन है किसी को? करिश्मा, आपको क्लियर है? और we skip this plot PACF and ACF. For those ACF and PACF plot, these are the commands. Plot underscore ACF. These also we have imported above. See, plot ACF we have imported above. PACF we have imported there. I'm just calling them. So plot ACF, and I'm feeding in my data here. plt.show and plot PACF, and I'm feeding in जो हमारे ACF और PACF ग्राफ आए थे वो इसी से आए थे. ठीक है. Part what have you missed? Like complete रीमा explanation. चलो, ये हमारा evaluate forecast वाला है मॉडल. So what have you skipped till what point? We were on the last stage that we're using this module making, and we're calling that function that is evaluate forecast, जिसमें we have calculated MAE, MSE, RMSE, MEP, and all the evaluation matrices. And what we have fed in, y to passengers is my actual data, and pred underscore 2 is my original data function. Okay, function में क्या है part? This is our data y. हम जैसे regular ML models में हम कैसे calculate करते थे mean squared error, RMSE? How did we do that? We just fed in the actual value and the predicted value. तो वही चीज मैं यहाँ कर रही हूँ. I've just made a function, and within that function every matrices is evaluated. उसके लिए the very first time very first line, third line में I've made a data frame, because I wanted कि जो results and they should be in the form of data frame. थोड़ा visualization purpose से, not mandatory. So in order to get this data frame, I have made this data frame using this command, and the very first value mean absolute error calculate किया वही तरीके से जैसे हम ML algorithms में calculate करते थे. So mean absolute error y, because हम function define करें, so we'll be using these variables only y and pred and index. Index is what we are able to see in this graph. You see we have values here. So this is because of I've specified the index as value, and usi data frame में we are creating another column. So results was our data frame. So results में another column is created by this MSC and Y and pred, and similarly for MAPE it is done. MAPE का ये formula है, and this is for RMSC. And when this complete data frame is created, I'm returning the results. Okay, so this is just the function to see all the evaluation matrices all together. ठीक है पार्थ? Now I'm just calling this function. See what we have done here. Initially model banaya, then fitted the model, then made the predictions here, pred underscore 2 में. Again I made my data frame, just this is for the graphical purpose. You see we have a graph here. So this data frame was created in order to just visualize the graph, nothing else. And then in order to check the evaluation key, how good our model is, I've called module making, and that dot evaluate forecast is the function which we'll be using. And what are original values? Y2 passengers and pred underscore 2. Okay, when I pass them here, these are the results which I get. So x2 kya tha? Original value which was given by yellow color, and predicted df pred underscore 2 was given by black, and actual was red. So you see this is our model. When I'm plotting my data frame here, we have got a MAPE of 5 point something. We have got an RMSE of 28. We have gotten an MSE of 820 and MAE of 24. We have already discussed them, so मैं इनको दोबारा नहीं बताऊंगी. ठीक है? So this is the graph where you can see this is X is our original data. Red was the original Y test data, that was Y, and the black is the predicted data by the algorithm. So these are our prediction, and these are in the case when we have not given any, we have not done any stationarity thing here, because ARIMA backend में it does the integration part, it does the auto integration, everything backend में ये calculates automatically. It tries to make data stationary when we are given the differencing here. So backend में it does it, and it gives you the result on the same scale by giving this type level. So it has to be given here. You see these are the predictions. So when I see my results, like this is my data frame which I created above, that is df pred जो हमने यहाँ किया था ना, this one, this data frame. Now how do we visualize? Not this can be seen, ये ऐसे बनाया df pred underscore 2. This was my actual value, and this is the predicted value. You see we have gotten this data frame, and this is for y, which was after 130 rows. Clear? So इसमें किसी को कोई confusion है, like how this is given? No, you can just change in the values here. So this gave me best results, so that is why I've kept in here. So I just keep them here, because always one thing, it will help you out a lot. जैसे हम मॉडल बनाते हैं ना, so we always tweak the values. तो tweaking के जैसे I'm getting very good results on 10 1,0. Sorry. So मैं इसको tweak करूंगी in order to see कि maybe some more parameters or some other parameter I might get which will give me good result. So I will just delete it, and after 10 or 20 iteration I'll see कि अब वो जो original हमारा result आया था, you forgot those parameters as well. So it's always good on the safe side कि you try with different values, different combination. अगर result नहीं आ रहा, then you have already, you have written that what the best parameter combination was, because it happens many a times कि आप अपना मॉडल को इतना ट्वीक कर देते हो कि आप जो ओरिजिनल अच्छा आ रहा था वो भी चला जाता है और वो सारा मॉडल खराब हो जाता है. Then you have to do the complete thing again, and extra time is taken. So always keep those parameters written, so that अगर आप ट्वीकिंग कर भी रही हो, मॉडल अच्छा हो गया then very good. अगर मॉडल खराब हो गया है, then you have those parameters with you in written, so that don't have to spend extra an hour or 2 hours in order to get those parameters again. So I'm just writing those here so that I don't have to spend extra time कि मैं best results में किस पे आएंगे. This was giving me best results with this MAPE. Now what this MAPE tells me, that What does this map of 5 tells me? Can anybody tell me what is the map of 5 telling me? If the map is 5, if the map is 5, can anybody tell me what it is telling me? आप कुछ दे रहे हो result, so you should know what this map is saying about. हाँ जी, anyone please tell what this map is telling about. If map is 5, तो इसका क्या मतलब है? This is the most easy to interpret thing. Map is the most easiest thing to interpret in terms of error. Model की accuracy, model का result समझाने के terms में map is the best one. तो बहुत आसान terms में समझा सकते हैं. So what this map of 5 is telling? Because you're not doing homework. ये तो मुझे पता चल गया. आप सेल्फ स्टडी नहीं कर रहे हो. Because हमने इवैल्यूएशन मैट्रिसेस एग्जांपल से भी कैलकुलेट की थी इन सेपरेट नोटबुक. इंडिविजुअल वैल्यूज भी कैलकुलेट किया, हमने बहुत अच्छे से किया था ये टॉपिक. So if a map of 5, it means there can be 5% variation in the prediction. If my actual value is 100, तो मेरी prediction 95 भी जा सकती है और 105 भी जा सकती है. मतलब 5% error है. Can be positive, can be negative. Clear? And this is most easy to interpret because ये percentage terms में तो 5% percentage का error can be negative, can be positive. These are not as easy to interpret because 24 आपका 24 difference है, 24 is your MAE. But this is the most easy to tell about कि what a MAP is. Clear? अब पता चला what is MAP, अब मत भूलना because it is important when you go for interviews. You should know. वो पूछेंगे. Is anyone having any doubt here? Into this हमने ये बहुत सारा एक साथ किया. इसमें is anyone having any question? Then we'll do the tweaking part. But अभी जो है उसमें किसी को कोई question है किसी line में that what is done into this? Any line? Okay then. So अभी let's go for a 10 minutes break and then we'll resume. ठीक है अभी इसमें then after that we'll tweak these parameters and see how our results are. ठीक है. So let me just leave a note here so that so it's 12:10. So 12:20 will start. Okay. Okay, so let's resume. Is everybody back? Okay then. Okay, so now we'll just do the tweaking part here. Let's say what was our ACF and PSCF plot. So for let me just, now let us just consider for MA, what we have taken MA value here, we have taken 0. So now let's just try the values from this was 0, that is 0, 1 till till this range. Let's try some values and see how results change when the data is not stationary. So so if we just take in 2 here, and then it will take some time. Okay, what it says, it's not stationary. So see, it says in this these parameters does not fit. So in case में you have to you have to change the values. Again, increasing and decreasing of values. हमने यहाँ पे AR का order क्या लिया था 10, like till these values. Now let's just try from the very first again, because this was very high order and this came out to be very low. So backend में it does its own calculation, so it did not fit, so it gave any error. So उस case में you have to go with some less values for both. So let's here go with 2 for both here. So it will take some time to execute, and then we can see what our results. So what with this our make was 5 point something here, 2 something. Now what is, see with this parameters, what are is with second order of auto regression, second order of moving average, and first order differential, what have we gotten our results? The MAPE came out to be 8.4 something. The MAPE is increased as result. The performance of model is also decreased. You see, MAPE is increased and the other MAE and other matrices are also increased. So performance is decreased. So this is now again we have to check for some other parameter. What parameter? Let's say if I'm try to do a differential of 2 here, the MAPE is also increased. MAPE is increased. Now let me try other value. So just 1 here, because the very first value was highly significant. So 1 for both. The MAPE is 14. So again, these are all tweaking part. We have to check in the model, and let me just do 1, because with second order differencing, I'm not getting good results. So with so 11 is the result with first order differencing, first order AR, first order MA. Now again, dono ki range, see we had range till till 10 for this as well, and for this it was even higher. Which is for 11 here. Yeah, it did not converge. So we just have to choose some other values. Just taking 10 here. It did not converge, so it's not converging on higher values. So we have to we have to go a bit lower into the values. So 0, 1, and what was this value here, like 3, 4, and here till 5. Let's try between that range. So 3. The MAPE is decreased with this combination, that is the value, the AR term is to be 4 and the MA term is 3. So इसमें हमने 4 तक consider किया, and MA में हमने till 3. So let's increase it. So you got to understand how we have to do the tweaking part, but just by looking into the ACF and PSCF plot, the MAPE is increased here again. So इसमें that is the tweaking part. Just 6 here. It did not converge. Again, the same error. Conversion was not done. The MAPE is increased. See, with higher values of MA, our model is not converging. Our model is, it's giving an error key. It did not converge. It's not stationary. So below these values, we have to go. Usse above, model is not accepting. We can, for this PSCF, we can try with these values. So if we just try with, this was a significant value around 3, like 4 we have tried. So let's just try with this 7 and 8 that is significance here. Let's say just 7 here. MAP is reduced. See, AR, AR is playing much more significance here in order to make prediction. When we increase the value of AR, MA में हमारा MAP ज़्यादा change नहीं हो रहा था. Neither was by differential. Differential increase करने के बाद, we got our MAP increased. So checked for another value for AR that was 7. That was around this one. Now initially हमने 10 लिया था. Now let's check around this one because this is also highly significant. So around 13 or something. Yeah, it did not converge. So let's just try a lower value. Let me decrease this one. It's just hit and trial method. You got a range of values and you have to try the values. कि कौन सी value पे you get good results. If I just take like just one here. Yeah, still higher value of AR ये accept नहीं कर रहा है. So we just have to check for different values. So it was 4, and then let me do 11 here, or let me do 12. It again did not converge, so 11 again did not. Ten did not. So just increasing the value. You see how this is what is time taking, and इसमें से I've tried so many combinations कि अब मैंने 10 1 5 किया. Now there are chances that I might forget the original one जिसपे मेरे अच्छे result आए थे. So it's good practice कि आप उसको लिख लो so that you does not lose them in order आप tweaking करने के चक्कर में just forget. So see and also one more thing here, just give me a second, let me. 2 पे भी नहीं converge हुआ. See what was 2 here? No, it did not. Now one more thing, if I'm just taking here this one 10 1 0, you see it's not accepting these MA values. MA is 0, so it means AR model is sufficient enough to make predictions. ये अब ये क्या बन गया मेरा एक तरह से AR model बन गया because MA when I'm feeding higher values of MA, my results are not good. If it can accept MA at some points, but the results are not good as if जितना मेरा इसमें आया. You can find some other combination as well. I came up with this one. So जिसमें जो combination like the result which I'm getting is the best as per my trials. So इसमें as per this combination order given here, this is an AR model because the order for MA is 0. So for this regular data, it can be said that AR model was sufficient enough in order to make prediction. आप simple first order differencing with no moving average taken into consideration, you're just using AR model and making predictions for your data. So समझ में आया थोड़ा like how using these graph we can just we have a range of values and at some point the model does not accept the values, वो converge नहीं करता, it does not is not able to do the calculation properly या पीछे it gives an error. So whenever you get such kind of error, it means you have to reduce that value, you have to reduce the ACF and sorry you have to reduce the MA or AR value, like you have to just tweak in the values का यही एक option है, you have to tweak the values. Has anyone gotten MAP of less than this when you have tried in your notebook? Is anyone having a MAP of less than 5 point something? हाँ जी, what about others? Only Rupa and Parth have tried. बाकी किसी ने try नहीं किया. Okay, then moving on. So this was the result when, you know, the data was just as original data was fed in without any transformation, without anything. Backend में Arima did its own integration and differentiation thing. उसको stationary बनाया and then we got the result. But what if, you know, it's not mandatory that you feed in without transform data. That is not stationary data. You can make transformation and then you can feed in that data as well. So इसमें what I've done here. So this was the regular data. Now in this next one, I'm using this log transform data. I'm not taking any differencing here. I'm just taking the log transformation. You see, index df underscore log was our data. Just maybe we have just only applied log transformation. So again, the same scale of x1, y1. Actually, I've not done any ACF and PSF plot. I've deleted that. Let me just similar kind of. But yes, इसमें only we have 3 significant values. See, when we given the same data, that is without any transformation, हमारे पास कितने like much more values were out of the confidence interval. Like there were some significant values. This is similar. Like in PACF graph is changed. What is my PACF graph? You see, I only have, you know, 3 values which are highly important in order to make predictions for the next day. This is for AR, and similarly for MA, the range is almost the same. It's still, you know, around 10. The ranges. जैसे हमने ऊपर see, we got the range for MA. Using this range, what was our range? Around 10 something, 10, 11. And what our best results are? Actually, 0. This is highest. With this, you know, highest, most significant value, which was out of this confidence interval, this one is taken into consideration. And for this AR, just let me erase. For this AR, you know, till this point, values were taken into consideration. These values, and for MA, only this value was taken into consideration. That nothing, 0. So similarly, we'll visualize the graph when we are feeding into the logarithm data, that is index df underscore log. Again, we have segregated the data and it's getting the same range for, and again we'll be doing that hit and trial method. We have gotten the range from, you know, 0 to 10, and for AR we have gotten like the most significant values again 0, you know, the first value, and this way we have a value around, you know, 14 and 1 or 2 values. So इससे we just get an idea कि what range of values we can use in order to get the value of, you know, PQD while fitting the ARIMA model. So when we the same process is repeated here, तो इसमें हमने क्या किया है? So the best results as per, you know, when I've used this. So the best result were when I've taken AR value of 12. Like इसमें हमारी कहाँ तक आ रही थी? 10 तक. So I've taken around something here. Like here 12, it is actually 13 or 14. So 12 came out to be my best result, and second order differential was used, and MA came out to be 2 significant values. मतलब यहाँ तक like MA was taken till this point, like 2 values for MA. This ACF graph is for MA. ठीक है, and PACF के लिए how many values were taken into consideration? So it was around here, like 12 something. This is not 12, this is more than 12, but yes, till this point. And again, that is a tweaking part. So we just got a range isse above accept nahi ho rahi, and then the combination was not giving good results. So I've done tweaking here, and then I came up with these values of 12, second order differential, and again this is the same thing. Starting point, ending date, and then level, just to be on the same scale. Okay, when I fitted this model here, उसके बाद I've done one thing. I've done exponential part, because हमने इसमें कैसा data दिया है? While giving in the data, it was log data, right? So because log data दिया है, then scale is changed. तो while creating my data frame, if I plot that logarithm data, जो मेरा ग्राफ होगा that will be on different scale. It won't be on this 200 500 scale. वो हमेशा 4 5 6 वाले scale पे जाएगा because data is on that scale. So that is why while creating this data frame, I've done exponential. So I've done exponential of passengers and I've done exponential for predicted value, because as I told you कि जो values आप ट्रेनिंग के लिए दोगे आपका prediction भी उसी scale पे होगा. So predictions was also on the same scale of 4 5 and that log scale. तो उसको भी exponential किया and then the data frame was created. Similarly, now the same steps are repeated, that again we are plotting the actual value, we are plotting the predicted value, and this is when we are using log data. Now I'm using exponential for x1 as well, because what we have fed in, हमने ऊपर x1 क्या किया था, log data से ही हमने x1 बनाया था, right? So I need to make exponential of this as well, so that they come onto the same scale, all values are on the same scale, actual भी same scale पे हो, predicted भी same scale पे हो, and the train data is also on the same scale. And again, this is module making, the same thing. So repetitive steps हैं, हर बार we try to make data stationary, then we check for stationarity, and once data is stationary हम ARIMA में जाएंगे. And ARIMA, it's not mandatory that you give in stationary data. It itself makes data stationary in the backend. And उसके बाद we check the results, we see the graph की how good our model is. And इसमें when given the log data, that is when we have then given the transform data. Although that much stationary was not achieved, but giving a second order differential here, the data much more of stationarity was achieved. जैसे हमने किया था ना ऊपर, we did 2 here. How did I come with this 2? Because best stationary, जैसे when we did the transformation here, let me just come up onto this where we made our data stationary, this part. So इसमें हमने क्या किया था, हमने logarithm data पे ही तो second order differencing की थी, right? So by this we came to know that our data is getting much more very good. We are getting good stationary thing. So इसे हमें we just got an idea. See, in the initial we just did first order differencing, because we did not do that thing for, हमने सिर्फ logarithm पे check किया था. We could check for that as well. We checked for logarithm, and by this we came to know that second order differencing is giving us the best result कि मतलब p value से हमारी series stationary हो रही है. So we just took that value. When we are giving that log data here, so I've picked up the value for d, that is differential, as 2, and this 12 and 2 are again the tweaking part. 12 is again derived from this PACF graph, and 2 is derived from this MA graph. So matlab these, the latest 2 significant values are taken into consideration. These 2 values, the values for these 2 days are taken into consideration, the 2 says. Okay. So these graph you get the MA and AR value, and this we came up, हमने जो ऊपर transformation किया था, by that we got to know that second order differencing is sufficient enough to make time series stationary. And when we predicted the model, हमने data frame बनाया, we got the actual results. See now what the MAP is. It is 2. It is way more better. Like it's a very good result. So, and you see the graph it is. Actually, let me scroll down. The model is very good when we fed in the transform data. Clear? So this way, like it's not mandatory ki you have to feed in, but if you feed transform data, then you get good results. You know that what order differencing pe your series becomes much stationary, then you just can simply straight away give that order into your data. Okay. Is anyone having any confusion? किसी को कोई confusion है? Now after that we have made predictions here. Now after this what we are doing here, we are making I'm making a forecast. So इसमें see predictions were from this date, जो हमारे पास data था already, उसी की prediction है. Now forecast क्या है? You know, it will tell. एक second, I made forecast here as well. Here only. I think so. Where I have stored that variable? I think I've deleted or what. Let me just run this. It will take some time. I need to run it. And using this result AR, I'll be making forecast. It's taking some time. Let the model run, then we'll do it. Till the time you do the tweaking part and try to see that is any one of you getting good results even than this one. Try doing it till this model is taking time to execute. हाँ जी एवरीबॉडी एक बार ट्राई करके देखो. Okay, my model has run now. So forecast, and then in this we have to give a step कि कितने दिन कितने months का, because our data is monthly, so it will make prediction for the month कि how many months. Let's say I want prediction for next 12 months. You see, and let me just show the values here. Just give me a second. Has any one of you gotten good results? Okay. So when we do it here, when we do the forecasting here, print forecast values. So when we do the forecast, it gives it gives us three values. So when we do let's do it here only. So it gives me three things here. That's why 0 is written here. I'll tell you. The step says us ki kitne and the number of forecast I want to make. After that, it gives you three things. It returns you three things. Array out of sample forecast, मतलब जो आपका actual forecast value है, that is the very first thing it returns. Second में it gives array of standard error. Error क्या होता है? Like what percent of error is there as per the forecast, as per the model. एक model ने जो prediction की जो values fit किया उसके according, basis on that, because we do not have anything value, we do not have any value for the forecast. So basis on the error computed by the model when it was trained and tested on that y test, so basis on that it will give the standard error that this is the error which can be done on the forecast. And the third value which it will return is the confidence interval, that is how confident it is about predicting that forecast value. So isliye whenever when we want to see the forecast value, so if I just print forecast here, let me just comment this graph here. So when we see the forecast, you see we get this kind of array, and when I just say 0, it means I am looking at the actual forecast values. So these are my actual forecast value for the coming 12 months, and you see they are on the different scale because हमारा मॉडल किस स्केल पे ट्रेन हुआ था, लॉग वाले स्केल पे ट्रेन हुआ था. So these are the different values, and let me just exponential it. So when I do exponential of it, it will come back to the same scale. So these are my actual values for the next 12 months. I can just round them up, or I can do the math or CL flow function, and I can make them as a complete whole number. Okay, so these are the next 12-month prediction. This is the 13th and 14th and so on. These are the actual values because इसमें तीन चीजें return करती है. Now let me want to see the standard error. So it will be referred by index 1. So you see these are the standard errors कि आपकी कितना error हो सकता है इस prediction में. जो हमारे मॉडल जिस पे ट्रेन हुआ था, as per it was trained and checked, results were checked out. So this is the standard error for each observation. So 12 observation में predict किए हैं, तो 12 observation पे क्या standard error हो सकता है. And third is the confidence, second is the confidence, मतलब third actually, but index में 2 आएगा. So the confidence interval, that is in which range it lies. So this is the confidence interval, but हम values देखने के लिए what values are. So we always, whenever you see the values, you will have always a 0 here. So this is the actual values which which are the predicted values for the coming 12 months. And when you can just plot them here, but it's not mandatory, but it's totally choice. You have gotten the values, these are your actual values, and you have gotten the values for the next 12 months, that is the next complete year. These will be your likely number of passengers traveling for the next year. Okay, this is the forecasting. And this is the predicted value actually जो हमने बनाया था, the same thing. So is anyone have any question here? So this is ARIMA and complete making time data time series station, हमें stationary data कैसे बनाना है. This all is ARIMA. Time series में यही है. कुछ repetitive steps हैं. First we get in the data, which we check कि what is the data stationary or not, and then for ARIMA it is not mandatory कि data आपका stationary होना चाहिए नहीं होना चाहिए. You can feed in stationary data as well, and you can feed the regular data as well. But उस according आपको ACF, PACF के बाद you have to check in your parameters कि are they giving good results or not. And then like after that, where you get good results, you set them as your final parameters for P, Q, and D. Is anyone have any confusion? See here what हमने क्या किया था, the second value which was giving us these values, correct? So actual values and confidence interval. Confidence interval क्या करेगा, जैसे just to explain more here, this is 0. Oh, sorry, let's say talking about the very first value. So if I give let me just do this. See how many values we have. Let me just comment this out as well. How many values we have? एक रो में we have 2 values. Ideally हमारी 1 होनी चाहिए, but confidence interval में 2 आ रही है. So what does this mean is, now let me just print this one. So 356 के लिए क्या confidence interval है? 330 से लेके 385. It means the value can, okay, let me just give a 0 here again. I just want to refer the very first value. You see, now for the very first value, that is the next month, the predicted value is 356, but confidence interval क्या दिया, that the value can be from 300 to 385. So this is the confidence interval given by the algorithm. If I'm checking, let's say if I'm checking the last value 11, so उस value का confidence interval क्या है? So same indexing. So the forecasted value by the algorithm was 468, and the confidence interval for the same was that the value can lie from 379 till 576. You know, it's a higher range, but this is the confidence interval given by the algorithm. Or if let's check about the value at the 9th position. So this is the range. 617 was the forecasted value, and this is the range that from 515 till 739 the value, like it's the confidence interval given by the algorithm. So is anyone having any confusion here? And similarly, you can have the standard error. You can just control the values here, 12 months, 5 months, you can just नई पाथ कोई चेंज नहीं किया है, बस ये चीजें डाली है, जस्ट आई मेल इट, नो प्रॉब्लम. चेंज कुछ भी नहीं किया है, बस आपको चीजें थोड़ा अलग अलग लिख के एक्सप्लेन किए हैं. आई सेंड इट, नो प्रॉब्लम. So is anyone having any confusion at any point? Time series easy है, it's not difficult. And ARIMA is a very powerful algorithm. Backend में ज़्यादा इसमें करना नहीं पड़ता. You just have to find the right set of parameters. But you should know what a time series is, what are the basic properties, and what are the mandatory things which are required for time series. वो क्योंकि हमारे regular algorithm ऐसे नहीं होते. See, कुछ specific step है. If talking about स्टेशनरी बनाना, गेट टू नो कि किस पॉइंट पे आपकी सीरीज स्टेशनरी हो जाएगी, एंड देन ACF PACF प्लॉट से गेट टू नो कि व्हाट ऑल वैल्यूज यू कैन चूज. लॉगरिथम लेना ये थोड़ा अलग प्रोसेस है रेगुलर ML एल्गोरिथम से. So, सबको क्लियर है? कोई कंफ्यूजन किसी को, कहीं पे कोई क्वेश्चन हो, डाउट हो, एनीवन? I was really happy when I got this map. I was really happy because map nights, it's at times very hard to get good map. I was like, मेहनत सफल हो गई. Okay, so all are clear with the concept of time series and what we have done in the coding part. किसी को कोई confusion at any point or in any other topic? हाँ, वो तो करना पड़ेगा part. Okay, so everybody do the revision part, do the hands-on thing जो भी हमने किया, because you know what, हमारे पास कितने algorithm रहते हैं? We are left, we have to do PCA, then linear logistic, and naive based. I'll tell you the intuition behind. Otherwise, functioning, working is all the same. So you know, just few more classes and then we'll be done. No path, no, not TensorFlow. See, TensorFlow ka you do not need to go with basic TensorFlow coding. Deep learning में Keras के साथ TensorFlow का code होता है, so that is much more easy to do using Keras module. तो TensorFlow सीखना है तो using Keras आप उसको कर लेना, it's much more easy to do. आप basic TensorFlow की code पे जाओगे तो वो बहुत मुश्किल होता है, hard to remember, complex है, तो Keras के साथ वो बहुत आसान बना दिया है, so you can refer that one, but will not be doing in that in course. Okay then, अगर किसी का नहीं कोई question है या all is done, so next class maybe we'll start with PCA or linear regression, any, then few more classes, then we are done with our syllabus. So do the revision part, do the hands-on thing. कहीं पे कोई doubt आता है, question आता है, please tell me, then we'll solve it and then we'll proceed.